This is our first game, Shipload of Gold. It's essentially a coin game where you're trying to be the last pirate with coins.
Okay.
And then our second game is Stir Fry 18, and it is a micro game using only 18 cards and one little set of rules.
Which one's your favorite?
I like them both, but honestly, the one that plays super simple and fun is Stir Fry 18.
Okay.
Let me grab my copy of it here and I can give you kind of a rundown of how it works. We've been compared today, like I said to someone just a moment ago, very flatteringly to Love Letter or Coup. You're discarding cards to draw more cards, but you do it face down and bluff and lie and do all that sort of stuff in the game. So you've got these different cards. You have to have noodles to cook, as you may notice from the t-shirt back there. You must have noodles to cook, but they're only worth 1 point. So the minimum you can cook is 3, the maximum you can cook is 5.
Okay.
And the way it works is you'd each start with like a hand of 3 cards. And let's say you started with something like this, you don't really have much of a way to do any discard to get more cards or anything, but there's 2 discards. There's one way to do it where you use the protein cards, which are things like pork or chicken or shrimp. And those are pretty much the most valuable discards you can have in the game. Then they say discard to draw 2, 3, or 4. So, let's say I had a hand like that, I could actually discard the chicken face down and say I want to draw 2. I'm going to draw it from that main deck that's still sitting there on the side. The other way to discard is 2 matching cards. So, say I had 2 mushrooms, I'd just say 2 for 3. And you put 2 cards down and draw 3. So you're essentially trading in 2 to get 1 more card from there, but you do all of this face down.
Like I said, you don't have to call what you're discarding.
Let's say you don't believe me.
The amount of cards
and I
you're drawing,
shuffle up my cards,
you kind of auto call. If I draw 2,
1 for 4. We know the only different proc rates are 2, 3, or 4. So I'm representing that I have the absolute best card to discard. As I start drawing, anytime during that, you can just go taste test, or if you want, whatever.
I'm representing that I'm discarding chicken to draw 2.
Whatever you want to say, flip it over.
And then now that
you were in this case wrong, so you discard all of your cards. However, if you have 1 card, you discard the 1 card. If you have 3 cards, you discard the 3 cards. So bluffing with 1 card is generally more advisable than bluffing. Calling a bluff with 1 card is more advisable than calling a bluff with 3 cards because you have more to lose. So you kind of, I have 1 card, I'll call it a bluff. Why not? If you have no cards and you have a lot of points, you can still sacrifice 5 points to call a bluff. So there's a way that you can make sure that they're not just going to, oh, you don't have any cards, I'm going to run the deck out.
Cool.
So then, let's say I want to do 2 for 3, I do the same thing, and you say, nah, there's no way he has both. BS, and in fact you are correct. You get to draw an extra card on your turn, I don't draw my 3, and I don't do anything else for the rest of my turn.
And then for having cooked, I get an additional card.
Then choose I want to cook. So let's say you were cooking something like that. You count up the different bonuses that you have, and as you can see, soy sauce is normally worth 1 point, but it's 3 points with ginger. Since we've got ginger, we have 1 plus 3 is 4. I don't have any pork, so this is still just worth 2, so 6. And then shrimp, I do have ginger, so it's worth 9. If I had both soy sauce and ginger with that do, it's 11. So then I add my points up, total them, next person's turn. And we played a 50, but we've had a couple of awesome variations kind of come up this weekend through players saying, hey, what about this? And we even had that in the rules, as a matter of fact. If you come up with a variant, email it to us. But the 2 that we found the most interesting so far this weekend are everybody plays 1 turn, highest player wins and goes first in your next game, so use it as a start player game to sort of go from there. The other one was, instead of the first player to 50, the first player to exactly 50. So you have to nail that last cook to be the exact right number for what you need. That was another cool one, kind of like darts where you're kind of getting the exact amount. And both of those literally came from people just watching and sitting here and playing.
And how much is stir fry?
Stir fry is $10.
$10?
Comes in an awesome little box right there, and comes with a fortune cookie as well. And then shipload is 20. If you do get both, you get a t-shirt to go with it.
Almost.
There's also a bluffing mechanic with it.